What's up, you guys? This is Caleb from the Beat League and Project Lionheart, and welcome to Lionheart Studios. Today is an exciting day for me because, as some of you might know, our home burnt down last holiday season, which is right outside across the lawn. That actually shut down the power to the whole place, including my studio. So I've been out of here for almost a year. Today is the first day I'm actually here setting up my gear again, getting things prepared for this next recording season. We're gonna start working on some new Project Lionheart stuff as well as some other projects. So I got inspired while I was out of my house watching tons of YouTubers review different gear and tons of tech stuff. I'm definitely a geek when it comes to tech, and I think there's tons of really great videos and channels on YouTube already. One thing though I really wanted to contribute was gear that's geared towards audio. So all the toys that are out there for people who are making music, sound designers, composers, producers, and independent musicians or whatever. And I hope that you guys enjoy this stuff. I hope it helps you when you're shopping around for stuff for your own studio. Alright, cool. So today we're going to take a look at the Akai Professional MPK Mini laptop production keyboard. This is Akai's basically travel MIDI controller. This is a controller that I use a ton in my day-to-day life. I always have it in my backpack, and that's why, as you see, there's scratches and marks on it. But build quality wise, I think it's a pretty solid keyboard. It's definitely plastic, it's definitely not built like a tank, but to be honest, these little buttons have never popped off. I've never had any problems with it like malfunctioning or glitching out on me. It's pretty solid. So let's take a look at some of the features here. This particular keyboard is bus powered, so all you need is this mini USB to USB connection to your laptop, and you're good to go as far as power. Power's right up and ready to go. Plug and play capability. Here we have 8 rotary controls to help you control your virtual plugins or your virtual instruments. And these things map really well with Ableton Live, which is the DAW that I use mostly. So yeah, as soon as you pull something up, you should be able to start messing with the sound, and mainly it automatically maps to the stuff you probably want to control anyway, so you're kind of set right off the bat. Then we move to your pad banks. These pads are super awesome compared to I don't know, even my other Akai controllers. Like, if you look at the MPC, these are definitely not as squishy as my MPC pads. They're a little more low profile, a little firmer than the MPC. But the way these things feel, to me personally, I freaking love them. And I can program drums all day on these bad boys, mainly because of the matte finish that's really silky, and the response, and honestly the LED lit. I just really love these pads. I think they're some of the best I've ever played on. I don't know, other people might disagree with me, but I love them. Here you have your 2 banks, so you can have up to 16 loaded drum or any sound you want loaded up, and you can switch between them right here. You have your program change buttons, your arpeggiator here in the controls. Another feature that's pretty cool here is the sustain button. So you can't really hook up a sustain pedal to this keyboard, so they included this sustain button so you can get some sustain if you're playing piano or whatever. Your program buttons, which are then corresponding with these keys over here. And then of course your octave buttons, which you use a ton because this is only a 25 key MIDI controller. You're gonna need to move around octave wise to get some different sounds, because the range is fairly limited on this keyboard. And then, yeah, in regards to the keys, basically they're pretty weak. You know, they're like really plasticky and light. They're not weighted at all, or I guess maybe you could consider these semi-weighted. But they're tiny, they're small, and they're not for like luxurious and spectacular piano playing. They're definitely like geared towards banging out quick ideas and then, you know, moving on later to something bigger and better for probably your real production. But to get your ideas out, to get them recorded, this controller is super useful. So yeah, thanks again for watching the Beatly YouTube channel.